You're living in a country that is manipulating you, lying to you, stealing children away from their family, and pushing for war, all at the expense of money. What if I told you that you live in this country and this is America? But what will you do? How would you fix something like this? Aren't you tired of underqualified leaders, of failing infrastructure, expensive elections, and quick fixes to the economy? I know I wouldn't want this, and neither should you. And that's why I believe if we want a united and successful nation, we should have a monarchy. First, because they are suited to rule. They reduce corruption, and monarchies plan for the long-term advancement of the nation. My first main point, the monarchy system should be adopted because they are suited to rule. Politicians nowadays are chosen because what they say they will do, but they always fail to deliver. We used to have great leaders like Abraham Lincoln, Ben Franklin. They brought unity to this country, but now we see a state of division. C. Wright Mills wrote in his article, The Structure of the Power of American Society, that the power of government is not from their authority, but from the power to manage and manipulate the consent of men. Monarchies are not trained to be this way. They are trained from their birth to be loyal and to be well-rounded and educated leaders. They are taught different languages, military training, how to address foreign affairs, and qualities that shape them to be capable leaders. They are trained to be physically, emotionally, and mentally prepared to lead their country. My second main point is the monarchy government should be adopted because the loyalty of subjects to the monarchy reduces corruption. The government systems today are corrupt. Matt Stoller wrote in his article, How Inequality Makes Government Corrupt and Our Democracy Weak, in 2017. He wrote that politicians are no longer loyal to our country, but they are loyal to themselves and the money they can make. Congressmen nowadays are making approximately the same amount of money, are making the same amount of money as the common American, whereas these private business CEOs are making lots of money. So they're able to have these lobbyists persuade the congressmen to do their demands. This creates a corrupt system, whereas a monarchy cannot be corrupted as such. They hold the money and they are able to decide where it goes. They are able to choose their civil servants, and their civil servants have to meet the requirements and qualities they allow, meaning they have to serve the king alone. Although there can be things where they are corrupted, but these offenses should be punishable by death. Nels Edberg, in his article in 2014, Minimal Corruption in Denmark Began with the Absolute Monarchy, he wrote that Denmark is the least corrupt country because it has a monarchy and it has a framework of behavior for these civil servants. My third point is the monarchy system should be adopted because it's easier to plan for long-term goals. Since one person is in power in a monarchy till they die or renounce the throne, they are able to plan for the long-term succession of the country. In a system where we have continually changing leaders, this is not stable and we cannot advance upon it. For example, the Trump administration has eliminated 67 rules that Obama has already put in place. These drastic changes do not create stability, and it shows that it's unestablished and cannot be approved upon. The monarchy is stabilized through slow and progressive change. Rodney Brazier wrote in his article, Legislating About the Monarchy in 2007, that the monarchy, it is said, adapts itself so it can meet the requirements of a changing society. So in conclusion, if we want a stable and prosperous country that looks out for our best interests and not their own selfish gain, we need a monarchy. First, because they are suited to rule. Second, they reduce corruption. And third, they plan for the long-term advancement. Susie Chasm wrote in her book, Raise Up and Salute the Sun, that a system is corrupt when it is strictly profit-driven and not driven to serve the best interests of its people. And this is what America has become. The monarchy can be hard to understand because who wants to be subjects again? But who wants to live in a country that is corrupt and exploits you? So I urge you, stop allowing these politicians to lead this country into destruction. Stop being manipulated by their lies, and stop voting for a country that doesn't care about you.
Monarchy it is.